Welcome all Earth Air signs to your numerology reading for September. Welcome Taurus, Gemini, Cusp, Virgo, Libra, Cusp, and Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusp. Let's see what you guys have in common and energy over here. Getting straight into your numerology. Best messages, please, for the Earth Air signs, what they have in common at this time, please, Spirit. Wow, new beginnings popping right out, guys. In fact, I got 3 cards here, which is pretty rare sometimes. So it's definitely talking about the new beginnings for leadership. 81-1. So looking at a lot of 1s and a lot of 8s for manifestation as well. And the 8 plus 1 equals 9, bringing in that that ending for the new beginning for something that has to do with you being in leadership role. So really taking on that Emperor over here. And it's going to come through communication 33. So really having this beautiful communication. Spirit, what is the next one? Spiritual partnership coming up. I love that. Oh my gosh. I love that for you guys. Yeah. Wow. That is beautiful. So you're going to have this beautiful spiritual partnership. I would actually like to read up on this spiritual partnership for you. It's communication with someone who is connected to you through your soul. So this is a soul-mate connection. Okay, whether it's your friend, whether it's your, love. It could be any of the above. Hold on. 27. This 27 over here. Card indicates a time when significant spiritual relationship is about to be forged. Perhaps it comes from a friendship between like-minded souls on a similar journey towards enlightenment, or maybe it's a master discipline relationship where an important individual enters your life. The saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And you're going into leadership role. So, what? And when yours arrives, he or she will assist you in expanding your spiritual growth. During the course of the relationship, you will play the role of both teacher and student, and the wisdom gained from the experience will enhance your connection to Source. Perhaps a spiritually minded person will broaden your understanding of the divine. Maybe you will become the catalyst in another spiritual journey, which is interesting because it says you're becoming the leader. Are you the master, my friends? Right? Are you the master, or are you guys going to play the roles of not just master teacher, but doing both? Like you could come in as the leader master and teach them something, and maybe they could actually teach you as well, because it says it can go both ways. So, but remember, it can also be a great love. So pay attention to your speakers, teachers, and authors whose teachings you respect. Be on the lookout for people on a journey similar to your own. Embrace the opportunity to enhance your spiritual growth. The affirmation is, through a sacred spiritual relationship, I deepen my connection to Source. And it could even come through I want to say rhythm of love. I don't know where the heck that message just came out, but I just heard the rhythm of love. And I'm telling you, it could be literally someone who's drumming at the same beat as your own through this spiritual journey, who is going to be a beautiful spiritual love partnership. Spiritual love. Wow. Rhythm of love. Great song, though. It's a great song. But yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Well, let me, before I get the healing cards, let's get the moon cards out over here really quick. See what's going on. On the leadership over here, and that it is expect a powerful change. And I feel like this is a huge, powerful change that's coming through. You have spiritual partnership coming in with some leadership, new beginnings, a lot of communicating with this person, spiritual partnership. The answers you need are coming. Wow. Time to surrender to the divine. And give us another one on the powerful exchange. Bring love. See, I told you, for some of you, it's love. Bring love into the situation. no matter what, you're going to want to bring love anyways, because you don't want to have a spiritual connection with anyone unless you're using compassion, right? So that's beautiful. Anything else, Spirit? Show the world the real you. So, and I think that's just going to look at the same exact card in Aquarius. So beautiful. You guys could be dealing with an Aquarius. This person could be an Aquarius or have strong and heavy Aquarius in their chart. It doesn't have to be. Let's go over here and see what's going on. Or just messages. Ending of a new beginning of a beautiful communication between you and a soulmate over here. Grateful. There's going to be a lot of gratitude and a lot of gratefulness. Just make sure that you are using a lot of, of both as you are transforming into this new cycle change over here. It does look like, for me, it feels like the person that you're dealing with could have just gotten out of a transformation, or both of you may have. I don't know. I just want to say that for some reason I want to feel like this person has just did a huge transformation. And it's like you're looking at them, and you're kind of like looking at them going, yeah, I just did this myself. Or I'm going through this as well. We can be here for each other. And it's just kind of this like really grateful feeling to run into someone who's doing the same thing you're going through, has the same growth as you do, has this understanding and compassion about the situation. It's like two birds that flock together, stay together. There's this overall knowing and understanding. And it's going to feel very grateful to run into someone who you guys can kind of rely on. I kind of believe that you guys are actually going to be able to, not so much the teacher, the master situation so much. I don't think so much. I think it's more like you guys are going through the same thing, so you can share the same ideals. Share your spiritual journey together. Share how you have grown, and they're on the same understanding path. As we grow and we do things, we don't always run into people who understand what the hell we're talking about. That's just the truth. You could say, on my spiritual journey, and they're like, spiritual journey of what? What are you, a guru? You see what I'm saying? I mean, just the overall misinterpretations of what you're talking about, right? It can lead to just wanting you to shut down, right? That's why most who are in a spiritual journey just shut down anyways. That's the whole reason we Virgo out. That's the whole reason we hermit out. That's the whole reason you stay alone, because not everybody's going to understand where you're coming from. You run into this person, they're going to be like, wow, I know exactly what you're talking about. And I was on a spiritual journey, and I was, kind of hiding out, quiet. If there's somebody you can understand, you guys understand each other. It's very important to find these people if we can find them, because not everybody can understand where where we're coming from. That's why these channels, I think, too, are very important, my friends, because as a friend group in a channel, if you needed guidance or you needed someone to say something, you could write it in the comments. And there's so many of you beautiful people, you come together and you're like, no, everything's going to be fine. I see them all the time. As we help each other and understand each other, because there's not everybody in the world doesn't understand what you're going through, right? And you have all these other beautiful people around you, who understand where you're coming from. Make sure that you are keeping hydrated. Okay, 33. 33 again. Communication and through hydration. Isn't that crazy? The healing. The healing and making sure that you're feeling like you're healed, hydrated, relaxed, pure. Having also that communication with spirit. See that she's just kind of making her little vortex there. Let's see what else we have. Growth. Yeah. 15 making 6 over here. You guys are seeing a lot of 6s. There's going to be probably a lot of 6s. I mean, even if you see the 33 that could make 6, right? even though we know double numbers are going to come out to be themselves, right? But you could be getting a lot of 6, a lot of 7, a lot of 2s, a lot of 1s. But you do have this beautiful growth over here. And I do feel like with this, as you're learning to be this leader on this side over here, this new beginning of growth is turning you into a leader. And the leadership, and the leader is you becoming stronger, wiser, having more understanding about what is going on around you. Right? We don't grow to not become stronger, not to become wiser. We grow because we have more understanding. And that's why I'm loving this partnership over here, because they will actually understand you, where everybody else you might feel like if I talk to this person about, they don't understand what I'm talking about. They just don't. Okay? They just don't. And at the bottom of the deck, I just want to show you is another 6 as well, and it is unconditional love. Making sure that you do, during your journeys, give yourself unconditional love. We are going to fall. We are going to pick ourselves back up. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And the same with this person. Conditional love is a very big thing within life, because we have to understand that in our life's journey, it's all about learning. So we are going to fall. It's just depending on how far you allow yourself to fall, right? Before you pick yourself up, right? But yeah, there is, and there's going to be things that are going to trigger you and things that are going to, but it's all a learning process. So, and I just love that this person's going to come in and really actually help you along the way. So let's get a card over here. I'm doing good on my not smoking, but I have fallen a couple of times, guys. I'm not, imperfect. Got a major headache, and I did, I did fall. It wasn't easy, but I'm back on track. I'm strong, and I'm ready to rock and roll, right? And there it is, the overall strength. You guys could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Or like I said, air signs. I got Gemini, Aquarius over here as well, and Libra. But it doesn't have to be, it could be anybody. But you are going to have the positivity and the pleasure. As the sun is coming out, you are having the success through this rebirth that you're going through. All is going to be okay. And just remember, like I said, we all grow, right? So keep that confidence and keep focused on your growth and what it is you're maintaining within your life, as your determination is going to rise. And as this person comes through, which I do believe is this Queen of Wands, I do believe that as they're coming through over here, I do believe that they're going to instill this confidence, and you will therefore push it back into them. See, that's where the unconditional love is. You give me all this love and support and all this understanding, and guess what? I'm going to push it right back at you. Because that's what we're supposed to do. And I'm not going to question, why are you giving me all this love? Why are you being so nice to me? I'm not going to question any of that, because I know at that time that when I see you, when I find you, when I know that this is this person who's coming in, that they were divinely sent for these reasons and possibly for love. Because remember what it says, keep your heart open to love. Okay? They're going to push out this joy, this happiness, and you're going to realize this person has a lot of zest for life, and they're going to see your zest for life as well. And you guys are just going to be, see this soulmate connection? There's going to be a lot of pleasure and a lot of fun, as you guys are really celebrating life. And it could just be the two best friends in the world, somebody that you really needed. Maybe you asked for someone to have the understanding, asked for a love to be on the same level as you in growth. Or maybe your soul decided, you know what, it's time for you to have someone on your level of growth. I don't want you with these people because they're not grown enough. They will hold you back. This does happen. This is why we have soul contracts that change. That's why we have one friend that goes from our life, out of our life, and we can't understand where they went. Well, sometimes the universe says, we're done with that. You've grown past them. They've grown past you. Now I'm going to give you someone at your level. Okay. that is it. And last card of the reading is, wow, thank you. I'll take that as the last card, joy and stability, right there. 4, having stabilizations of the vitality, understanding your stability. 4 of Wands. It's the same as 4 of Wands, my friends. You might even have twin flame coming in. Just want you to know. Okay. No matter what, we're seeing those 4s equals 2, equals stability, equals, you know, great soulmate connection. Till next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.